People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the med. Scarlet news with a buzz. This one is called Whatless Myelitis. And what this is women that have an opportunity, live overseas, doing okay by themselves overseas. However, they get themselves entangled with some sorts of cruff, some sorts of worthless man in a Jamaica for no apparent reason, with the exception of sex. And them one bad man or GUNMAN in a them hole. A couple of days ago, I spoke about a story about a young lady, Canadian citizen. She was 29 at the time, and she had a man that she met in Jamaica. He lives in Trelawney. She comes to Jamaica on a regular basis. It seems as if she misses her regular BEATING and Clarendon. The man do the same thing to she. Them have two pitney, him also start on the little pitney. However, this story is not about her. Fast forward a couple of days ago in Clarendon, an ex 30-year-old, remember, me said this lady was 29 going on to 30. Cannot validate or verify that this is indeed her. However, it is kind of coincidental or close for comfort. This lady left from Canada, came to Jamaica. She left from Canada on the 30th of April, last month that's. Before the 14th or so of May, 2 weeks after, based on the information she and her partner was in Clarendon, there was some sorts of verbal altercation, turned physical altercation, some sorts of cuffings, some sorts of joking, some sorts of licking with some sorts of 2x4 accord. This lady was taken to the hospital. However, that lady did not make it. The police said that they are looking for her companion to assist them with the investigation. Central Intelligence Bureau, CIB, is investigating. Now, people, when we think about stuff like this and we ask the question, why is it a lot of these ladies, sometimes them are scripper, however, in a lot of cases, them have jobs, them have them own place, them have them own car, they are taking care of their own responsibility. But sometimes they meet a man, and this man don't have a car, don't have a house, him catch a mother yard, pan some sorts of bed, makeshift bed, pan some sorts of 4 blocks, don't have a job, he is not gainfully employed, but for some sorts of reason, he caused this lady to come to Jamaica to visit him, or whether he met her while they were in Jamaica. Some sorts of relationship develop. And then the next thing you know, they are caught in the web of cruffness, worthlessness, worthless myelitis, cruff myelitis. People, do you realize that there are a couple of things in life that you cannot buy? You can't buy class, you can't buy a school, and even worse, you can't buy ambition. You can't tell people to have ambition. Is either them have it or not. And usually, they don't get it until they hit rock bottom. Until them get hit with some sorts of rock and end up on them bottom. Wait till them DEAD before them learn when it is too late. A place like Canada, and people, this is the second incident or second case I am speaking about. 2 young ladies, one of them are 30. The last one and the one that I spoke about, she was 29 going on to 30. They live in a place like Canada. If you think say America nice, Canada even nicer than America. America, I like the Dancehall channel, and then Canada, I like the Jazz channel. So therefore, if you like excitement, mix up and passa, you are going to like America. Canada is a more tranquil, cleaner, more decent, ethical, moral place. So therefore, as a woman, even if you pick up a worthless man, that place, meaning Canada, they will give you a place to stay. They will take care of your kids. So therefore, if you have pitney or you have a relationship and that man is not doing his part financially, you live in Canada, you will get government assistance. They will put you up until you find your footing. However, a lot of times, these women have no sorts of intention of finding their footing. And people, when you check a stock and check the statistics, you know exactly what draws them to Jamaica. It is mostly COCKY. It is mostly charm. These people are scammers, so therefore them have the natural instinct for formulate that charm, charisma for trick women, get them in a bed and then mash up them life, because usually when them have pitney with these women, they don't want any sorts of responsibility. They don't want any sorts of relationship. It is always going to be chaotic. Now the next thing is that a lot of times some of these women that suffer from worthless and cruff myelitis, them live a foreign. Them live a foreign with that cruff. As a matter of fact, a lot of times they even file and bring those cruff to America or to Canada with them. And whenever the problems start, the man knows, say, you know, say, in America, if me lay a finger or even think about it, me I end up in a prison. So what they plan to do, them plan to come to Jamaica on vacation, because them know, say, Jamaica is a anything goes place. Them can do whatever them feel like, and then them pay off the popo, or in most cases, the popo don't even do any sorts of proper investigation. People, I am not saying that that is the case in this case, but me just say, the cause and the reason, the motive, is because most of the time, these people pick up cruff. There are isolated incidents in which this is a one-off thing in which the man does lose him cold and him clot the lady and she end up DEAD. However, 99.99999% of the time, that is not the case. They saw all the signs before. However, them feel to themselves, say, listen, me can't get over this. It is always break up, clot up, and then we make up with the SEX until them end up DEAD. And people, in this case, that seems as if that is the case. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if an ex-mask madman maniac is making his rounds on social media, and he is talking up a storm. He is claiming that there is some big conspiracy between lawyers, doctors, politicians, cabmen, nurses. Every career part in Jamaica is involved in parts, BODY, parts for sale, and then sending or hiding missing children, taking them overseas to be some sorts of SEX slave. Now people, as a person that is well educated and very streetwise, whenever I hear things or hear people, I know to decipher sense from nonsense. So therefore, persons sent me this video with this man talking a whole bunch of stuff. Some of the things that he is saying is true, because he is speaking about stuff that is generally out there. However, as far as the conspiracy theory that he is claiming that doctor, politician, this one, that one involved, I am not saying that it is not possible, but me just say it is kind of like a stretch. It seems as if anybody that have any sorts of access to a mass after they watch Young Sam or One and Ready, they want their 15 minutes of fame. Them want them spotlight in the sun. So therefore them feel like them can just come out on social media and people are gonna just listen to them. People that don't have sense will actually post their whole video because them not really care. Them can analyze, them can assess things like I do. So therefore me just say it is not every mad person that is on social media deserve the spotlight. You have to pick and choose. Pick sense out of the real nonsense of these maniacs that are out there and know say, listen, this person deserves the spotlight because what he is saying makes some sorts of sense. It is easy for any sorts of individual to come out and say stuff that has happened that is just general incidents that have happened and he is going to sound like he has sense. As a matter of fact, when I listen to that man, he sounds just like a maniac that is on social media presently. That is disguising himself, acting as if he is some sort of big FBI, CIB agent. And we all know, well not we all, the people with sense, can see through the whole disguise, the act. So people, me just say, be very careful who you listen to. Be very careful the information that you take. You have to make sense out of nonsense. You have to know how to decipher the difference between foolishness and sense. Point blank and period. Further on in the news. This is based on a video that I just got. It is preliminary information. Don't really have any sorts of information. All I saw at the start of the video, a Popo Jeep or Popo vehicle, one of them CRV, pull up. They were assisting an ex-Popo that was laying on the road with the whole I'm head BUSS out. When they tried to pick him up to assist him and he was trying to walk, his two legs was wobbling. It seems as if them broke up. I can only assume that maybe he is some sort of traffic popo or whomever and somebody ras him out of the road. People, me not really know. Like me say, it is preliminary information. As soon as I get some more information to divulge, I will let you know as soon as possible. Further on in the news, it seems as if the marketplace SHOOTINGS and MASSACRE, they continue. The latest victim, a man that runs a cook shop, him named Punachi, him sell him little food. However, he also hustles weed on the side. Now people, it is not as if we don't know that most of these marketplace, farm places in Jamaica, they are filled with all sorts of criminal elements. So therefore, whenever we hear anything pop off, we should not be surprised. However, what is most surprising about this video is that even after this man get a couple of pieces in his stomach, in his upper body, and they were putting him in the cab, he was in the cab, he still had his weed catch on him lip. People, me no know if he was doing some sort of advertisement campaign for the weed in which he sell dibbles and dabbles, cook shop and weed. However, in the video that I am going to post on my WhatsApp group, you could clearly see him in the cab. He did not really look concerned. Maybe his body was numb from all of the high grade that he was smoking. People, me no know. He did not look as if he was going to DIE. However, people, anything can change. So as soon as I get some more information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.